to make Jamaican rice and peas with coconut and milk.
Now the first thing we need to do to get our salmon dish going, we're going to first season the flour. Season the flour is very simple. We're going to use just a little bit of black pepper. Any kind of black pepper you could use that. And a pinch of salt. Just go ahead and just add a little bit of black pepper to that. A pinch of salt. And all you need to do is just combine everything together. Here I have salmon. It's nice and clean and it's fresh from the fish market. So this is the kind of salmon that you need to have for this dish. I'm going to be using accent. This is pretty good, it's flavorful, and it's going to pick up a notch in your salmon dish. A little bit of black pepper, some fish season, and I'm using the Grace Caribbean traditional fish season blend. Okay, so now we're just gonna just lightly sprinkle top of the fish. This is the fish seasoning. Just sprinkle it on there. And black pepper. I'm not going to be adding any salt to this because I already had salt to the mixture, and the fish season has a little bit of salt in it, so I'm not going to be adding any more. Okay, today I'm going to be using the pure corn oil. Again, if you have olive oil, vegetable oil, or any other oil, soybean oil, whatever you feel like using, you go ahead and use this, but I'm using the corn oil for my fish. So I'm just going to add just a little bit in here. You don't need to use too much. Okay, so we just want to go ahead and just lay the fish into the mixture and just cover it slightly. Shake it off and put it in the pot. Just like that. It's very simple. Make sure the mixture is nice and flat. Put the fish in on top, another side, shake it off, and put it into this. And once again, guys, salmon is not a kind of fish that you cook for a very, very long time. The longer you cook it, it's going to get hard, so you don't want to cook it too long. And you want to make sure that the stove is not on high because it's going to burn it. Very easy to cook kind of fish if you do it the right way. Okay, so now we just want to gently turn this over on the other side. You see the color? It's just a nice golden brown. Ready to be taken out because, like I said before, salmon is not something that you cook because the longer you cook it, the harder it's going to get. So we just take it out. We just get doing the color. And remember, you also have the flour on it, so the longer you have it in here, it's just going to be a hot mess. Alright, now this oil right here, we don't want to throw this out. That is the good stuff that we're going to need to finish up this dish. All the seasoning that I'm going to be using to complete this salmon dish is some chopped onions, a little bit of pimento seed, tomatoes, scallion, thyme, and sweet pepper. Alright, so once again, I'm still using the oil from the fish when I fried it because there's a lot of good stuff in there, and that's what we need to kick up this dish a big notch. So we go ahead and we're going to add the sweet pepper in. You add your onions in, your pimento seed, tomatoes, scallion, and of course thyme. Can't be no dish without some good time, right? I'm gonna add about a teaspoon of garlic, chopped garlic, and just blend everything together. I'm going to let this cook because I want it to be nice and tender, and I want it also to be golden brown. That's what you're looking for, golden brown. You know when it's cooked when it's golden brown. So I'm just going to leave that there, cover it up, and then we'll come back and finish this dish up. Okay, so now our seasoning, tomatoes, onions, sweet pepper is just the way I want it. Nice, tender, and golden brown. So to that, I'm going to add a teaspoon of vinegar. And you could use whatever vinegar you want, your choice. Except for those dark vinegar, you don't need that. Okay, so let's go ahead and add that in. And it takes up all the vinegar into the seasoning. Now we're going to be adding fish into that. I'm not going to waste anything. That's all the good stuff. I'm going to add just a little bit of parsley on top. A little bit of ketchup. I'm going to be adding an ounce of butter. Just an ounce. Right there. About 2 to 3 ounces of water. My stove is on 3. Just going to cover that up, and this is going to be done in 5 to 10 minutes. So here's the finishing touch of the salmon dish. Everything came together nicely. The onions, tomatoes, sweet pepper, everything came together really nice and tender. Congo rice and peas, we'll be using the green pigeon peas, otherwise known as gungo peas in Jamaica. This is one that's already cooked. You could, your choice of find the one that's dry. It takes up much longer. Then I'm going to be adding the Jamaican choice coconut milk. You could use any other coconut milk. There's a whole lot of them in the store, but I choose to use the Jamaican choice. It has a sweeter taste to it. Okay guys, as you can see, I have a pot of water here. It is fully boiled. It has to be fully boiled before you add anything in there. Even though the peas is already cooked, you still want to go ahead and make sure your water is fully boiled. So I put all of that in there. And then I'm also going to be adding half can of the coconut milk. I choose to use half can because if I use a full can of it, it's going to make it too creamy. We don't need that. So it's just half can. Also to that, I'll be adding some scallion and a few pimento seeds. Just go ahead and drop that in. I already have my thyme prepared for me. I buy it this way. You could buy the fresh thyme, but this is just the same. It's just dry. So maybe just like a half a teaspoon in there. Okay, and I'm just going to let this boil for about a half an hour. I want everything to come together. Well guys, now for the rice and peas. As you can see, it's nice and tender. To finish up this dish, I'm going to add about 2 teaspoons of butter. Now I'm choosing to use parboiled rice. By now everybody knows I love parboiled rice in my rice and peas. Again, you could use whatever parboiled rice that you want to use. There's a lot of them on the shelf. I'm using I'm going to be cooking for about 4 people as always, so I'm just going to go ahead and add my rice in. If you're going to use a cup, then you know you need like 2 full cups of rice. But I judge what I'm using, so I already know. And I'm just going to go ahead and add a little bit of salt to that. And just stir it really good. Okay, I might need a little bit more water. And I'm just going to go ahead and add about 4 ounces of water to this rice. Stir it in really, really good. Also, a little trick that you guys could use to make sure that your rice and peas or your white rice is cooked evenly. You get your foil paper, about the size of your pot, right? Take that off. Put it over your pot just like that, and then just kind of fold the ends down. Alright? And then you put the cover back on, press down, and just end that. A little hot, be careful. So let's check the finishing touch of our dish. Oh, that's nice.
How to make Jamaican rice and peas with coconut and milk.